Hi everybody, welcome back to my Facebook site and more information about this tax sale foreclosure sale in Clark County, Nevada, where Las Vegas is located. Today is day number 2 of the auction, and yesterday was interesting, and we actually learned so much yesterday. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around some of the things that I've learned. My student and we actually both became students, and so we're just learning and absorbing, and I've made some notes and I've talked to other investors, and I've actually learned some of the dirty tricks of the trade that I'm actually upset that I didn't think about these things before and ahead of time, because I'm usually smarter than this, but you know, I didn't think that people would do these things, but they do these things, and that's just the way business is done. There's some serious sharks out here. So I actually wasn't going to go to the second day of this auction because everything was auctioned off yesterday, even the stuff that I thought was worthless properties, and there was a couple no bids, but you know, they usually have the second day of auction or later auction in order to just auction off anything that wasn't paid off, and also anything that was a no bid the first day. And I just want to make sure I'm not late, so I got another 15 minutes. So so the one thing that stood out to me is that there was a lot of people here bidding on properties, and they were going almost all the way to the assessed value, which is, you know, still a good deal compared to what the fair market value of these properties is, but you basically got these properties for half off. So a property that probably would appraise for about $140,000, people were bidding $70,000 and $80,000, which is not what everybody can afford, and that's not, to me, that's not enough leverage to actually make that investment. It's not worthwhile, and it shouldn't be for you. But what we realized is that people use the dirty tricks, and they work in tag teams, and you know, one of the tricks, and I'm not sure, I don't even want to say this, I don't do this kind of stuff, but people apparently do. So now, you know, when you're in Rome, and I understood the rules and the dirty tricks, then, you know, you kind of need to do the same thing. But I'm going to explain all of them, and there's many that I've learned yesterday, and different ways to skin the cat, so to say, or to approach the problem, and how to make money and farm an area, and how to make money on all kinds of things. These are things that I've actually never taught in any of my videos or my audiobook up until now, and I'm going to put it in my newest audiobook on how to make money with tax sale foreclosures, because now I know. But let me just give you away this little tip and trick here that people were doing. People worked in tag teams. There was a $1,000 fee to register at the sale. If you default, you know, you are the high winning bidder, and you default, you don't show up to pay for what you win, you would lose $1,000. And what was explained to me by another investor is that they call the $1,000 loss as collateral damage. It's just expected damages. So they work in tag teams. They get somebody else to go into the auction with them. That person registers, pays the $1,000, and then just jacks up the price no matter what, as high as it goes to win it. And $180,000 condo, which started at $14,000, ended up selling for $214,000. Not sure why anybody would pay that much. This is what was my surprise, because you can go on an open fair market value, go to a realtor and purchase it for less than that. But the goal was to just win the auction and never pay for it. So this person that was hired to register and go into this auction and to pay the $1,000, you know, $1,000 is lost. Nobody's going to get it back. And they basically go in to win the auction and default on it. Then the actual real now we're on day 2 now. Most of the properties are gone. They're all already auctioned off. So we're on day 2. People from New York, Boston, LA, wherever they came from to bid at this auction. There was hundreds of people here. If you watched my video yesterday, there was people with very expensive cars, and I mean, this parking lot was packed full. And today, the auction is about to start in 15 minutes. There's about 2/3 of this parking lot is empty. So all these investors are now gone. And now we're left with 6 little properties, and people would default on all those 6 little properties, meaning that they've hired other people to bid on them, to outbid everybody else, and then not pay for them. Now the real investor comes in with his registration, who was probably there yesterday also, but didn't bid on anything, and now the competition is gone. You know, there's maybe 10 people here to bid against you now. So now we're starting again at the starting bid, and we're starting this whole process over. So the condo, the $180,000 condo that I was going to buy yesterday, starting off again today at $15,000 because nobody paid $214,000 for it yesterday. And that happened on 6 other properties as well. And they were $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 properties, and they're all starting off again. And all the competition is gone. Nobody showed up. And, you know, I think it's kind of a dirty trick, but it's not illegal. Maybe you have morally and ethically something wrong with this, but it's not wrong, and people do it. And so I am excited to go inside right now to see how many people are there and who's going to bid and who the actual real investors are, who kind of sent in their bird dogs yesterday to get everybody else away from the auction, so they can go in and clean up the rest. And we obviously gonna now observe what the actual real price of these properties is, because the prices yesterday were obviously just fake prices. So anyways, to be expected in the Sin City of Las Vegas, to find some sharks and dirty tricks. Probably nobody will ever teach you this anywhere on any audiobooks or any programs, and people have these things up their sleeve. They do these things, you know, but we'll see what happens. So we're at round 2, and this is hopefully the last round. And by the way, I did ask the officials yesterday what happens to the properties that are no bid, what happens to them. They're just going to schedule them for the next sale. And the tax commissioner has the option to schedule 2 sales a year, so they're going to probably schedule one later on this year again, maybe, and they just carry them over until they're sold, even if they're just you know, half an acre of desert land without any roads or utilities or anything. So anyway, that's just one trick. I have lots more up my sleeve that I've learned, dirty tricks and things yesterday that were taught to me by a graybeard investor who's been doing this since 1964. 1964, this is before I was born, so many more years of experience on me that I do. I'm going to meet with them again today and get more information. I recorded some of the stuff that he was telling me, but he asked me to turn off the video and not record anything, so everything is right here in my head, and I'm going to give it to you. So it's going to be in my audiobook, and I'm going to give away some things for free, obviously, in the videos, so you know what to expect. So anyways, no gimmicks, no problems here, just plain old how it is, and this is how. Let's go inside and make some money. Have a great day wherever you are and watching.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.